We're going to get into what is a schematic. First, schematic is a very technical sounding word. It means a design. When you are trying to plan the flow of the electrons in the circuit, you're going to need a schematic. But not everyone needs to read a schematic all the time. For example, if you're working with the same air conditioner unit all the time for like 20 years, you already know it. You do not need anyone to like write down, hey, how is this going to be wired together? Like, it's a very simple thing to you. It's more complex, and that's when schematics really comes in for the complex projects and designs as well. Schematics is used for working in teams. So let's say someone is their own electrician, well, handyman, and they wire their own house however they want to. Well, if another person comes in and looks at their work, they're like, I don't know what your brain was thinking about when you put these wires together. People want a design when you're working in a group of like 10, 15 people. They want to know, like, what are you thinking about? So that's why there's a schematic. As well, it helps you for troubleshooting. Like, maybe you planned out light and then someone else looks at it and they're like, actually, it's not going to work because you forgot to add a resistor here. Schematic design varies from company to company, industry to industry, I'd say. That's why a lot of electric engineers tend to keep the same job for like 20 years because people don't want to teach someone else the schematics. And it also helps companies charge more money. For example, a Tesla, it's like, oh, you have to get the part from us. No one else is going to know our schematics. No one else is going to know our design plan. Same with like Disney and Pixar companies like them. They will have their own special animators to animate their movies. They just love keeping knowledge to themselves and then making you pay a higher price. It is a standardized way of reading schematics, but it can be very confusing because you don't know what all the symbols mean. You don't know what all these technical words do, like microcontroller, words like amplifier, filter. Well, we know what buttons are, but we have potentiometer. And even if you know what a button is, you don't know what the symbol looks like in our standardized schematic. We got LEDs, we got diodes, oscillators, antennas. We got our inductor, transistors, capacitors, resistors, and if you don't know what that is, it can be very confusing. They are complex words explaining like simple processes.